Everybody, it's your hospitality friend, Glenn. I'm at Remington Hospitality's annual leadership conference. Had to catch up with our friends, Ben Perelmuter over here, CEO. First one as CEO here at Remington. We're recording this in the JFK suite. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
That's pretty cool. Well, thanks for allowing me to interview you in a room where a president has stayed before. What I want to talk
Little creepy though. Sleeping in that room last night. I got to be honest.
So
when I opened,
all right, so like literally, we were not going to say this, but this is where President Kennedy shot the night before. But anyway, I would like to talk to you about this event. It's great to see everybody coming together and in seeing like the excitement about the humanity of hospitality, which is I like. And I know you're very focused on the 5 drivers and stuff like that. And I'm curious about how you're seeing it as your first CEO here at Remington, your first event as CEO at Remington.
I think the response has been fantastic. It's been this is our first day.
Yeah.
And so last night was great. We had a welcome reception. We had a sponsors luncheon where, we had a huge turnout there. Today we had Marcus Buckingham, author of, he started with Gallup a long time ago, wrote some great books, and had him up here not too long ago, just picking his brain. So I think it's been fantastic so far, just the beginning. We've got a little offsite tonight. We have Emmett Smith coming tomorrow.
I know.
Looking forward to spending some time with him. So
So tonight I'll be practicing pretending I know stuff about football. So by tomorrow, I'll be a pro.
well, I mean, my room is littered with Cowboys gear right now that he's gonna sign. So y'all can't see this right now, but I'm a Giants fan, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I might end up with like a black eye after this. I don't know, but
Or you could be like me, a Jets fan, and just suffer quietly your entire life. But I want to talk about you. I want to talk about your company. I want to talk about how you're seeing where we're coming from. The last time we spoke on camera was the lodging conference, right? You were talking about putting together an all-star team. You are now accomplishing that goal. How is that setting you up for success? And what's the state of
I think we're doing great. Yeah, absolutely. Jason Kroll's our chief operating officer, and he's hit the ground running. He started shortly after we had that conversation. We hired Corey Chambers as a chief commercial officer, so he's bringing our 3 swim lanes and revenue together: digital marketing, revenue management, and direct sales. We just have a great team, really fantastic team, and they're hiring some great people that they've worked with before, and also a lot of great folks that have been at Remington for a very long time are getting to know them, and we're getting to know them, and they're just absolutely some of the best leaders I've ever seen in the entire industry here. So I'm really, really, really pumped. Honestly, it's been almost a year right now, and I can feel the energy at the conference. And when it's your first conference, you don't really know how that's going to resonate because they don't know your personality, you don't know them, and so we're just kind of getting to know each other here. But the chemistry has been really good, and just the beginning.
So how do you set it up so people know that you're on their side, but you also need to implement change?
Well, I mean, look, you talk about if it comes from the heart, and you talk about stuff that's real, and you don't have to make up a bunch of things, then it rolls right off your tongue. It's easy to talk about.
Yeah.
So the things that we're talking about are real things. They're we're looking at the news every day, and we're concerned, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're concerned about 2026 in general. We don't know which way the pendulum's going to spin, right? But generally speaking, the fundamentals are pretty strong in hospitality. So we have very good stuff here. We've got good owners. We've got a good baseline of a company, good infrastructure to work with, great support, and great people. So you put all that together, and we've got a good story. So we tell that story. Yeah, there's some things that aren't great that are out there, and whether it's assets that we have to sell, or some of our REIT partners are selling, or some of our other owners, and you don't hide behind that. You say, hey, look, this is part of the industry. We're selling some hotels. We're also acquiring a whole bunch of hotels, and we've got a lot of stuff going on in the first quarter as well. Really, our pipeline and some of the stuff that we're going to close in the first quarter is more than I've seen in several years, and I couldn't be more excited about our growth. I couldn't be more excited about our people. And yeah, there's stuff that we have to do that that it's not gonna be easy along the way. So I think tell them that, and they're like, okay, well, this is real.
And it's funny because I've been talking to a lot of your associates here. I've been shooting a lot of social content with them for Remington channels, and one of the messages I keep hearing is explain the why. And you're really implementing that vibe across everything that you're doing, because the more that everyone understands, the more that the associates understand why things are happening, the better I think everyone can be empowered for success.
Absolutely. Marcus Buckingham was absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you got to see him or not, but I mean, he really got us to open our eyes about customer service a little bit more. For example, he said, don't focus on the fours, focus on the fives. Forget the fours. Fours are really threes, threes are really twos, twos are really ones. Focus on the fives. Deliver an exceptional experience for the customer at your property. Yep. And don't worry about anything less than exceptional. And that's what you focus on. So we're going to take that approach. A lot of time in hospitality, we tend to focus on the problems. We tend to focus on why did this guest rate us a 1 or a 2? And we drill into that. We try to fix what's broken. But instead of that, we're going to focus more on the great and capitalize on that and, exemplify on people's strengths.
Well, it sounds to me like I'm gonna have to do a follow up with this guy over here next time. Meanwhile, I'm gonna wrap it up because he's got work to do, and I don't know. I gotta go lie around and think about being a Kennedy or something. All right, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Bye, everybody.